The Big Ten Tournament hit the Big Apple for the first time in its 21-year history, and it was an event that we won't soon forget.
Welcome to Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena.
The first game of the tourney set the tone for the entire week as Illinois and Iowa combined to score 183 points, which tied for the most in a tournament game. Kipper Nichols became the first player to score 30 points in a tourney game in 6 years. Rutgers carried that momentum forward over the next 2 days. The Scarlet Knights, who won only 3 conference games all year, upset Minnesota and Indiana to become the first 14 seed to reach the quarterfinals. That game against the Hoosiers capped Thursday's 4-game session where every game was decided by single digits, the first of its kind since 2010. On Friday, Corey Sanders and Geo Baker took turns rocking the Garden, a venue just 30 miles away from the Rutgers campus. However, they fell short to the Edwards boys from Purdue, as Carson and Vincent became the first set of teammates to each score 25 points in a Big Ten tournament game.
Edwards creating, kicking, Vincent, and good.
Guard play certainly led the way in New York, as Tony Carr became the 5th Big Ten player to score 25 points in multiple games in a single tournament, and the first since Evan Turner in 2010. He also had the game-winning assist against Ohio State to send Penn State to its first semifinal since 2011. Ultimately, the Nittany Lions ran out of gas despite Shep Garner's tournament-high 33 points as Purdue made its 3rd final. As for their title game opponent, it would be a red-hot Michigan team, who certainly loves playing in this event under John Beilein. The defending champs got there by surviving Iowa in overtime before pounding Nebraska in the only blowout of the tournament. That set up a matchup against their hated rival Michigan State in the semifinals. A sellout crowd in the world's most famous arena set the scene, and the Wolverines knocked out a #1 seed for the 3rd straight season. This set up the first title game without a 1 or 2 seed since 2009. Purdue beat Michigan twice this season, but it's always hard to win 3 in a row. Michigan held off the Boilermakers to become the first repeat champions since Ohio State in 2010-11, and tied the tourney record with 8 straight wins. Only 3 times in Big Ten history has the tourney champ won 4 games in 4 days. Michigan did so in each of the last 2 seasons, becoming the first 5 seed to ever win this event.
Back-to-back Big Ten championships for Beilein and the Wolverines.
There were 13 games played at MSG, and 10 were decided by single digits, which set a Big Ten record and was the most of any major conference tournament in the last 4 years. 9 different players scored at least 25 points, which was the second most in a major conference in the last 20 years. Indeed, the Big Ten put on a show on Broadway.